Meeting will come to order, please. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for this meeting have been satisfied. A copy of the annual meeting notice was sent to the press at Down Beach Current, posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building, the municipal website, and filed in the office of the municipal clerk. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Attention, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll, please.
Mayor Becker?
Here.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Here.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Here.
We have before us for approval minutes of our June 4th meetings. Are there any additions, corrections, or what is your pleasure?
I'll make a motion we approve those minutes. Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
We'll now open for public comment. You may speak on any subject.
Mr. Roll.
I'm still Stanley Waldman. I live at 7400 Bayshore Drive in Margate City, New Jersey. And I'm here, twofold problem. One has to do with enforcement, code enforcement by the city. And the other thing has to do with some rather obnoxious neighbors who live across the street from me. I've been in my home since 2000, and people across the street from me, they bought the house in 2006. First thing I want to bring to the commissioners is the fact that it may have been before your time, but not before my memory. There was a deal made with the city so that the person who bought that house could switch some riparian rights to another piece of property that he had. In the agreement, he was to take care of half of a lot that is owned by the city of Margate. The other half is owned by Ventnor. He was to maintain the landscaping and also to put in like a, what do you call those house things? I forget the name.
Gazebo?
I thank you, gazebo. You helped me a lot. And he was to maintain it. So you're going to have to bear with me because he has been less than forthright the lot across from the street, the Margate half, looks like jungle land. The next thing has to do with his own home, where on many, many occasions my wife and I have called the city and said, he can't leave it like that. So after much cajoling and being as pleasant as we can, on one or two occasions, the city of Margate did send somebody out to do the lawn. Well, this year happened again, and I called, and I was told that they were going to get somebody, no, they were going to issue him a complaint, and that if he didn't respond in 10 days, then the city would do what it had to do, take care of it, and then charge him. Unfortunately, they couldn't find an address for the person. They couldn't do anything about it. So, for your visual pleasure, that is what his house looks like now. Now, I said to you that there is a bifurcated approach to what I'm doing. According to your own ordinances and rules and regulations, in specifically 155...
Stanley, can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
I've known you a long time. The normal procedure here is you're limited to 3 minutes, okay? So I'm going to be a little lenient with you, but you're going to have to...
Okay, let's suppose you told me I was getting 10, but that's all right.
Cut to the chase.
The chase is, the city is not following its own ordinances about having his house in a presentable position or condition. It's terrible. Worse than that, is that house was condemned a year ago. In June of 14, it is non-habitable, again in violation of your own ordinances. If the inside has been broken into, nobody has done anything about it. To me, that is unconscionable. It's unfit, it's uninhabitable. All of your ordinances state what will happen if these ordinances are violated. To the best of my knowledge, gentlemen, nothing has been followed according to your own ordinances. And if not, why not? And I wish you would please take care of it. Do something. It is degrading the value of all the properties on Bay Shore Drive, mine included. So there were 4 things I talked about: the lot next door, the condition of his house as a standing disaster, and also the appearance of that house. So I would ask you to please enforce your own ordinances.
I'm going to let Commissioner Amadeo borrow a minute of your time.
Mr. Waldman, could you give me your phone number? And I know today's Thursday and Friday's a tough day, but Monday I'll get together with one of our code officials. We'll drive by, I'll give you a call, we'll look into it, we'll look at our property maintenance code, and we'll see if there is any violations there, and at least you notified us. And when you made the calls to the city, who'd you make them to?
All right.
Public Works?
I know your people, like I know Richard Deeney, and I know you, and I know Mike. I spoke to Galantino's office, Jimmy's, and they said, finally, you really should be talking to Steve Schwartz.
All right.
I spoke to him directly.
Okay. Well, can you write your number?
Absolutely. I thank you for your indulgence.
Thank you, Stanley. Any other public comment?
Return to maintain the street, Margate. That's what it is. It was before my time. You ought to be able to look at that. Should be at the property level in the city. All about, all there. I heard that was all weeds. I think it makes sense.
Hi, my name is Richard Levine. I live at 12 South Barclay. And one of the previous speakers was talking about dogs, and it reminded me about this wonderful dog park that Margate has. And it's the only dog park on the whole island. And I frequent the dog park, and sometimes there's a lot of dogs, and sometimes there's very few. But when there's a lot of dogs, interesting enough, there's many people who don't live in Margate who come to that dog park. And, I'm happy to be there with all the other dogs and all the people and communicate, but it's a little frustrating that the citizens of Margate pay a $30 fee to go in that dog park, and the other townships those citizens don't have to pay anything. And, I'm not policing that dog park, and the gates are usually open and you don't need the code to come in. So I'm just thinking, rather than, try to enforce other townships from not coming, maybe there should be a 2-tier fee to allow other township people who have dogs, who want to bring their dog to our nice dog park, that maybe they would pay. It's not a lot of money, but it's frustrating to know that you're paying and other people are not. That's it.
Okay. Thank you for your comments. We'll look into that, Mr. Allen. Thank you. Any other comment?
Sewell, 22 West Drive. Mayor, I have apprised both commissioners of your appointee, J.B. Sless's email of May 1st, 2011. That email should have triggered a direct request by you, Mayor, to have Mr. Sless gracefully resign on his own initiative. However, in the absence of the backbone and intestinal fortitude it takes to make a correct judgment on behalf of the Margate taxpayers, I call upon the other commissioners to stand up if the mayor refuses to have Mr. Sless, his political operative, step down. Then under the Walsh Act, I request that Commissioner Blumberg and Commissioner Amadeo consider passing an ordinance making for the direct election of both the board members, Board of Education.
Can't
It
have
can. It can.
It's got to go through a referendum.
No, it can be done by ordinance. And I would, because we've been down the referendum route. Mr. Donato initiated that referendum. It can also be done by ordinance, trust me. And if the mayor refuses to accede to that request, that Sless step down, and of course my choice would be former Commissioner Tawby as the appointee in place of Sless. But if the mayor continues to stonewall this, I would suggest that both commissioners put forth an ordinance making for the direct election of school board members and the direct approval of the school budget by the citizens of Margate and the taxpayers in Margate. Thank you very much.
Anyone else?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ed Berger. I'm at 9402 Amherst Avenue. I'm pleased to be here this afternoon representing the 103 members of the Margate Business Association and thanking all of the commissioners and all of the city officials that have allowed us to once again embark on what is going to be a wonderful summer of programs in a partnership between the business community and the city of Margate. The very first one of our marquee events, is on June 27th between Granville and Huntington. It's Beach Stock, our planet's biggest beach party. This event, again, could not have occurred without the cooperation between the city and the business community. It's a full day between 7:30 in the morning and 10 o'clock at night that starts with a stand-up paddleboard race and concludes with a wonderful bonfire on the beach. It's a great event. It showcases two of the most wonderful things that we have to offer, our beautiful beaches in Margate, and of course all the wonderful people that live here. Also coming up over the course of the summertime, we have our Thrilling Thursdays program, which is every Thursday. There are movies on the beach, free beach tag days on Thursdays only, so people can come in and sample our wonderful beaches. Our farmers market at Stephen Cookies, which actually started this morning, and of course our sidewalk sale programs that go out throughout the course of the summer. Full information on all of these programs can be found at margatehasmore.com or on the City of Margate website, margate-nj.com. We again want to thank all of you for allowing us to do this. An additional program that came up just the other day that we're looking like we're going to be able to take advantage of is Good Day Philadelphia contacted us about actually broadcasting their entire show on June 26th, Friday morning, from the beach behind Lucy. This will be a great PR event for the city of Margate. It is going to require some participation from some of the city services. I've already reached out to the individual heads of those departments, and pending the approval of the commissioners, we would like to be able to tell Channel 29 that they can go ahead and do this event. So I hope you'll consider that, and we'll circle back with each one of the commissioners over the course of the next couple of days to make sure that if you have any concerns, that they're taken care of in advance, and we can welcome the people from Channel 29 to come in and do this wonderful service for us by publicizing our city.
Good buddy.
Good way. Good
Yeah,
way.
absolutely.
You have our permission.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Thanks for your work, Ed.
Steve Warner, 103 North Sumner Avenue. Okay. I'm here speaking on behalf of the Concerned Citizens Group. We've discussed, the group discussed the election of the commissioners as far as having a separate election. It seemed to be wasteful just to have an election for the commission, and somebody said that it's already been approved to have the commission election switched to the November election to save money. That's already been approved, is that correct, Scott?
There's a state law.
It is state law.
It's state law. In any case, it's our recommendation that the current commissioners extend your term for 6 months or whatever, and change the election to, I guess it would be 2019, the municipal election, or the state election, to save the $25,000-$30,000 that is spent for the commission election. And I'd like you to consider that, and just to save the money going down the road.
Steve, if I can ask, where did the group come up with that figure, $25,000 to $30,000 for the local election?
Well, we heard that's what it was.
You heard that's what it was?
Yes. Yeah,
Did
that's
you
what it was.
substantiate that with...
Do you know what it is, clerk? I think it was the clerk. Yeah, as a matter of fact. Do you know what the figure is?
I do not.
I can tell you, just with the poll workers, it was around $2,000.
Yeah. Well, I had an article in the press also that it seems to be wasteful, and
$25,000 to $30,000. That's the figure that you heard?
that's what I heard, yeah.
Okay. But can you come back to us?
What's the printing?
Find
Yeah,
out.
well, the printing, I heard the printing. There was an article in the press too, $8,000 for printing or something?
Steve, we'll find that information, consider it, and
Yeah.
we'll find out for you.
I'd be able to find that out. I don't think it's anywhere near that, but she's got it. You got it? Yeah, she has it on her desk.
On my desk.
Well, we'll get it for you. We're not going to hold the meeting for that, okay? We'll get back to you. Johanna's going to go get that, and we'll let the other people know we can't do that either because...
She's got to take minutes.
Bingo.
You're trying to give me another 6 months in office, you know, what the hell?
Steve, we'll have that information for you.
That's bad, that's bad.
Thank you, I think.
I'm not sure you can extend the length of a term. I think it would diminish the length of a term.
That's true.
Well, possibly, we'd have to go to referendum, and the citizens could vote on it? No.
Now,
You can do it by,
you do it by ordinance. When that originally came out, Steve, you could do either. The state has since changed that you cannot extend a term. You could shorten the term, so
Yeah.
that is correct.
but if that's what the public wants, then I think it would be a good thing.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I just think that there's too many elections. There's too many elections.
All
It
right.
becomes...
Thank you, Steve. Anyone else? Oops.
He forgot something.
Joan Naden, 8 North Quincy Avenue. And to add to what Steve said, it isn't only for the cost. We felt that the turnout was so deplorable at the municipal election. I work at Ross Polls, and out of a book that has, I think, 1,282 possible voters, 89 people came out for the municipal election. So we thought if it were combined with a state and county election in November, it might increase the turnout and get more people interested in coming out to vote. It wasn't just the cost.
Thank you, Joan. Anyone else? Motion to close public comment, please.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
John?
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
We will now open public comment on second reading of ordinances and resolutions. Is there any public comment?
Sewell, 22 West Drive. Mayor, your undivided attention to Resolution 121-2015 in conjunction with Resolution 131-2015. It's going to be a compare and contrast.
Absolutely.
Which one's he talking?
It's Scott's contract.
If we read 121-2015, the sixth whereas cites a unique knowledge and understanding of municipal exposures. And the 10th whereas cites its comprehensive nature.
Yeah.
The last whereas on page 2 of this resolution, once again, references consultant services. And I would like now to do a reference to 132-2015, and perhaps going forward, there could be a better handle on the way matters are treated. As we're well aware, the mayor's handling of the whistleblower case cost the taxpayers of Margate some $600,000. And the mayor has made no effort to take corrective measures to preclude this going forward. One of the large parts of that particular whistleblower settlement involved spending nearly $250,000 on supposed outside counsel. And what I would like to have clarified, if indeed there is a perceived conflict of interest, that the assignment of outside counsel be done in consultation with the JIF, following the JIF's professional consultation and recommendations, to preclude seeing $250,000 of insane billing when the opposing plaintiff was able to get top-notch counsel for $50,000. To have quadruple the cost and essentially have the city throw the towel in and have the mayor take no corrective action whatsoever. I spoke during the break with Commissioner Blumberg, and I asked him to see if the other commissioner would like to rein in the mayor's largesse towards these individuals. And I'd like to see a clear ordinance established banning any and all pay-to-play, including services in kind, and banning any and all patronage and nepotism. Make this a consolidated ordinance, stand behind it. Let us be in the vanguard of this movement for good governance. Thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you, John. Any other comment? Motion to close public comment.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Johanna?
Mayor Becker, I did receive the budget trail.
Okay, good.
The expenses to date are $24,075.47. At the same time, I have received paperwork, which I will be submitting after my vacation, to receive partial reimbursement for the staff, the poll workers, at a rate of $125 per poll worker. We will be reimbursed a minimum of $3,000. I have to look into the janitorial service being reimbursed for opening the building. That's where we stand at this date.
Okay. All right, so we have some of that information.
Yeah, it sounds like you were.
Okay. All right. Johanna, you want to do resolutions?
Resolution 120, 2015, authorization, bill payment, and claim. Oh, I missed the ordinances.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's my fault.
Ordinance number 9-2015, amending Chapter 257, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 257-15, handicap parking on streets. Do I have a motion?
I'll make
Yes.
that motion.
Is it second?
Yes.
Second.
Adoption of ordinance number
Call the
8.
roll, please.
Oh, Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
Ordinance adoption number 8-2015, amending Chapter 50, salary and compensation of hourly positions. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
Resolution number 120-2015, authorizing bill payment and claims. A motion, please.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg.
Yes.
Resolution number 121-2015, renewing 3-year membership contract with Municipal Joint Insurance Fund. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg. Resolution number 122-2015, authorizing execution of revocable license agreement for 221 North Claremont Avenue.
I'll
May I have a
make that
motion?
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Abstain.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution number 123-2015, authorizing the purchase of cross-match live scan fingerprint mugshot equipment?
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution number 124-2015, authorizing renewal of Phoenix Advisor Agent Agreement. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution number 125-2015, acceptance of the 2014 municipal audit.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution number 126-2015, authorizing change order number 4 for 2013 road program. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution number 127-2015, authorizing execution of settlement agreement for Ann Cabo, trustee of the Ann Cabo Living Trust Agreement versus City of Margate and others.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Abstain.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Number 128-2015, authorizing tax certificate redemption. Certificate number 14-12.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution number 129-2015, approved revised resolution number 210-214, authorizing the execution of agreement for a National Fish and Wildlife Foundation grant.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Number 130-215, authorizing issuance of rollover of bans.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Resolution number 130-215, award of contract for a municipal solicitor from June 2015 to June 2016. May I have a motion?
I'll make
moved.
that motion.
Second.
I'll second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes, with comment. I want to thank Scott for all the great hard work that he's done for us over the past couple of years, and I look forward to working with him in the very near future. Thank you, Scott. Yes.
I would echo Commissioner Blumberg's.
Make it 3 for 3.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to working with the three of you. I think the past 4 years, we've gone through some difficult things. We've got a lot of things accomplished. and we got through Hurricane Sandy almost. And I really look forward to the next 4 years. Well, the next year, let's say that.
And for the public, if I may, our business administrator negotiated a deal, I don't like using the word a deal, but substantially saved the taxpayers of Margate several $1,000s over the next 4 years. It's actually a contract that's being renewed that is several $1,000s less per year in a retainer. So with that said, it's a good deal for the people of Margate to get the experience that we have with a solicitor that's been around for a lot of years, Scott Abbott. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I have resolution number 132-2015 for closed session to discuss sale of municipal property and litigation of Margate versus New Jersey DEP. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.
Okay, for the public, we were going into executive session. Unfortunately, you have to leave the room. You can wait outside. I have no idea how long it would.
Won't be long.
We won't be real long. If you want to wait for the results, we'll be there. We have to. That was executive session. We have to go back into this.
Go ahead, Rich.
We're out of executive session at 6:30. We need a motion to reconvene the public meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Okay.
Yes.
Who's going to make a statement?
On the second part?
One.
I'll do the first part, you do the second part.
Okay. Cool.
Now that we're out of executive session, for the record, we had discussions with potential sales of strips of land fronting along our beachfront involving a number of street ends, including Quincy and Pembroke Avenues. These are ongoing efforts. We've been approached by private property owners who are interested in buying, and we've been instructed as city administrator and myself to move forward and attempt to move forward with further negotiations. There's been no final decision on anything at this point in time.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. Mr. Deeney.
The second part, I gave a briefing to the commission regarding my contact with our special counsel in the matter of New Jersey, City of Margate versus the New Jersey DEP. There's been some movement with some suggestion that some negotiation might be possible with some additional information having to be gathered on both sides prior to that possibility coming to existence. And everyone's been briefed on that and is authorized us to move forward and try to get additional information to our litigation counsel. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Deeney. We will now entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Commissioner Blumberg?
Yes.